Right now, as you're watching this, your brain is lying to you. Not maliciously, it's doing its best, but everything you think you're seeing around you, every color, every shape, every face, is a guess. A highly educated, beautifully engineered guess that your brain is generating in real time, based on electrical signals it receives from two small pieces of tissue hanging out in your eye sockets. And the wild part? Those pieces of tissue are literally brain tissue. Your eyes are part of your brain. They got squeezed out of your skull during development and placed in your face specifically so they could capture light and convert it into something your nervous system can actually use. That's the foundation of what we're talking about today. How your visual system really works, why most people are slowly degrading it without realizing it, and what you can do to protect and even sharpen it. This isn't just about seeing better. Your visual system controls your mood, your alertness, your sleep quality, your metabolism, and your hormone levels. Take care of your eyes, and you're taking care of your whole biology. Let me start with something that still amazes me every time I think about it. You have a blind spot right in the center of your visual field. A significant chunk of your central vision, the highest detail, sharpest part, is missing. It's the spot where all the nerve fibers from your retina bundle together and exit the eye on their way to the brain. No photoreceptors there, no visual data at all. And yet, right now, you don't see it. Your brain is seamlessly fabricating what it thinks should be in that location and pasting it in so convincingly that you'd never know anything was missing. This is how your brain operates all the time. Not passively recording reality, but actively predicting and constructing it. The same logic applies to color. When you look at a green apple, you don't actually see green. There's no green entering your brain. What's happening is your visual system is comparing how much of a particular wavelength reflects off that apple versus everything around it, doing rapid-fire arithmetic and producing the experience of green. If you changed what surrounded the apple, the perceived color would shift. This is why professional artists learn early on that color is always relative to its context. Your brain doesn't deal in absolutes. It deals in relationships and contrasts. Now here's why all of this matters practically. About 40 to 50% of your brain's total real estate is devoted to processing visual information. Vision isn't just one sense among several. It's the dominant framework through which your entire nervous system interprets the world, which means that the habits you build around how you use your eyes have enormous downstream effects on everything from focus and cognitive performance to sleep and emotional regulation. Your eyes contain two completely distinct systems. The first is the obvious one, pattern vision. Rods and cones that detect light and enable you to see shapes, faces, depth, and color. The second system is ancient, and most people have never heard of it. There's a special category of cells in the retina called melanopsin ganglion cells. Unlike regular photoreceptors, these cells have their own light-sensing pigment built right into them. They're not designed to help you see shapes. They're designed to tell your brain what time it is. They respond most powerfully to the contrast between blue and yellow wavelengths, exactly the kind of light your eyes receive when the sun is low on the horizon in the early morning or late evening. These cells connect directly to your brain's circadian clock, which then sends timing signals to every organ in your body. When these cells are properly activated early in the day by natural sunlight, they trigger a cascade of biological events. Cortisol rises appropriately in the morning to generate alertness. Melatonin gets timed for release roughly 12 to 16 hours later to bring on sleep. Dopamine levels rise to support motivation and mood. Metabolism activates, and even your pain threshold is calibrated. When you skip morning sunlight, which most people do, going straight from a dim bedroom to a car to a fluorescent office, you are throwing off this entire system. Not slightly, significantly. The protocol here is simple but non-negotiable. Get 2 to 10 minutes of natural light into your eyes within the first hour of waking up. No sunglasses. Even through heavy cloud cover, outdoor light delivers far more of the relevant signal than indoor lighting. This is the single highest leverage thing you can do for sleep, mood, hormonal health, and metabolic function. It costs nothing and takes less time than scrolling your phone in bed. A second, less-known protocol involves something researchers are now calling a global epidemic: myopia, or nearsightedness. A study published in a major ophthalmology journal tracked hundreds of students across 8 schools, with some encouraged to spend about 11 hours per week outdoors. The children who got regular outdoor time showed a significantly lower rate of developing nearsightedness. Research in adults confirms this too. The target is 2 hours of outdoor time per day without sunglasses, not counting time behind car windows. Glass filters out most of the relevant wavelengths. Why does this work? Those same melanopsin cells that set your circadian clock also connect to the structures inside your eye that control the lens, the ciliary body, and the iris muscles. Activating them regularly with natural light promotes the health and function of the tiny muscles that adjust your lens for near and far focus. When those muscles are healthy and active, your eye maintains its proper shape and focusing mechanics. When they're sedentary because you're spending all day staring at objects a foot from your face under artificial lighting, the system slowly degrades. Nearsightedness, in large part, is a lifestyle condition. Let's talk about accommodation, which is what your visual system calls the process of adjusting focus between near and far distances. When you look at something far away, a horizon, a mountain, trees across a field, your eye's lens actually relaxes and flattens. Those muscles release tension. It's why looking at a distant view feels genuinely restful. It's not just aesthetically pleasant. It's physiologically relaxing because real muscular tension is being released. When you look at your phone, those same muscles contract and hold, adjusting the lens to bring close objects into focus. Extended periods of close focus work without breaks are the visual equivalent of holding a heavy bag at arm's length for hours. Eventually, the system fatigues. The practical protocol: for every 30 minutes of focused close work, look up and let your gaze go soft and wide. For every 90 minutes, spend at least 20 to 30 minutes where your eyes aren't locked onto anything close. If you can get outside, even better. If not, get to a window and look at a distance. And here's something most people don't know. Standard windows filter out a substantial portion of the relevant wavelengths from sunlight. The closer you can get to actual outdoor exposure, the better. There's also a simple eye exercise worth incorporating a few times per week. It's called near-far training, and it takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Hold a finger or a pen at a comfortable close distance. Focus on it for 10 to 15 seconds, then slowly extend it to arm's length, keeping your focus tracking it as it moves. You'll feel the effort shift as your eye adjusts, then bring it back in. That movement, focusing close, then far, then close again, is essentially a workout for your accommodation muscles. Do it slowly and deliberately, and you'll notice your eye fatigue in a way that tells you those muscles are actually being used. Add smooth pursuit training too. Watching a ball or an object move smoothly through space exercises the tracking muscles of the eye. A few minutes every few days keeps those systems conditioned. One more connection most people miss: the relationship between where your eyes are pointed and how alert you feel. When you're tired, your eyelids droop and your chin tilts down. When you're alert and engaged, your eyes are open and looking forward or slightly upward. This is not just correlation. The neural circuits controlling eyelid position and the direction of gaze are wired into the same brainstem systems that control wakefulness. When your eyes look upward, those circuits activate alertness mechanisms, the same ones that release norepinephrine and signal the rest of the brain to wake up. Looking down suppresses them. This is part of why looking at your phone with your chin tucked down tends to feel sedating, while looking out at a landscape or up at the sky naturally makes you feel more present and awake. If you're struggling with afternoon sluggishness, try looking upward for 10 to 15 seconds, not with eyes closed, but actively looking up. It sounds almost too simple to be real, but the mechanism is wired into some of the most ancient circuitry in your brain. On the nutrition side, a compound called lutein has been shown in well-designed clinical trials to support the macular region of the eye, the high-acuity central zone where photoreceptors are most dense. Research suggests it's particularly beneficial for people experiencing moderate to severe age-related macular degeneration. Egg yolks are one of the richest natural sources, though supplements are widely available. Another compound, astaxanthin, a reddish pigment found naturally in shellfish and certain fish, has shown promising effects on ocular blood flow in multiple studies, which is meaningful because your retinal cells are among the most metabolically demanding in the entire body. They require a constant rich supply of blood, oxygen, and nutrients. Anything that supports cardiovascular health, regular cardio training, strength training, Good sleep, quality nutrition, indirectly supports vision for exactly this reason. And finally, there's something elegant and worth carrying with you. We evolved in outdoor environments where most of our visual experience involved open space, horizon views, moving objects at varying distances, and sunlight at different angles throughout the day. The modern indoor environment, close screens, dim ceilings, no sunlight variation, is genuinely novel to our biology. We haven't adapted to it. Our visual systems are being asked to operate in conditions they were never built for. The solution isn't complicated. It's getting outside. It's looking up and far. It's letting your eyes do what they were designed to do for at least a portion of every day. Your vision is not just about seeing clearly. It's about living in biological time, regulating your mood and energy from the ground up, and keeping two of the most extraordinary pieces of brain tissue you own in the best possible working condition. Here's your challenge this week. For 5 consecutive mornings, get outside within an hour of waking up and spend at least 5 minutes in natural light. No sunglasses, no glass window between you and the sky. Then at some point in the day, take 2 minutes to do the near-far focusing exercise I described. That's it. Small investment, massive compound interest on your biology. Come back to the comments and tell me what shifts you notice in your energy, your sleep, or even just your mood. I read every comment, and your real-world experiments are what make this community genuinely useful. If this kind of content is worth your time, the best thing you can do is subscribe and share it with someone whose eyes deserve better than what modern life has been giving them. Growth is not accidental, it's intentional. If you're ready to build a better version of yourself, welcome. Stay tuned.